I've got 3 grandchildren, and they're all talking about it, and they're all 20.
Well, the big consult is to
She's running a clean school.
the people obviously do not want it, and have just went ahead and basically ignored everyone.
Health chiefs.
Almost 300 years at the Royal Hospital in Chelsea, veterans of the British Army, soldiers who fought in Normandy and Burma, and before that on the Somme and at Ypres, soldiers long ago who were at Waterloo and Blenheim, have celebrated the restoration of King Charles II after the death of Cromwell and the end of the Commonwealth. Charles II was restored in 1660, 11 years after the execution of his father, Charles I. The celebration always takes place during the month of June on Oak-Apple Day.
Remove headrest. Three cheers for our pious founder, King Charles II. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip.
And cheer they well might, because it was Charles II who, truth to tell, makes him look rather more like a Roman emperor than a British king, but what it's covered in is oak leaves, not laurels, in memory of the famous tree in which he hid after the Battle of Worcester. Charles II commissioned Sir Christopher Wren to build this hospital in 1682. The later Stuarts, not only Charles II, but William and Mary after him, and Queen Anne after that, all held their armed forces in high regard, and this esteem was reflected in the buildings of Sir Christopher Wren, whose work towered over the second half of the 17th century, the period of the later Stuarts. What is now the Royal Naval College at Greenwich was also, like the Royal Hospital at Chelsea, built by Wren. And during the time of William and Mary and Queen Anne, it was in fact a hospital for naval veterans this time. The Navy at Greenwich, the Army at Chelsea. These magnificent buildings were not, as they would have been in the days of the early Stuarts, put up primarily to the glory of kings and kingship, but in honour of the country and its institutions. Charles